welcome back to the channel. My name's Mandy. My fiance Lloyd and I are currently traveling through Southeast Asia in search of somewhere we can call our forever home. We've been traveling for the past 9 months now, and today you're joining us in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. We are currently staying at a boutique hotel called the Chow Kit Hotel. It's owned by Ormond Hotels. It's stunning. We're very excited to give you a full tour of this property today. So this hotel is actually located in an area of Kuala Lumpur called Chow Kit. This whole area is actually full of history, and this hotel encapsulates all of that. So without further ado, let's get into the full tour of this beautiful building. When you first arrive at the hotel, you'll notice the beautiful brick buildings. At nighttime, they have really nice lanterns out the front. All the signs light up. It's sort of an old, maybe 60s style vibe that it gives to you out the front. It's really, really beautiful. The doors as you enter are very grand, and they use a lot of gold furnishings throughout the property, which are really nice and give you that extra bit of luxe feel. When you first enter the hotel, it sort of feels like you're walking into someone's massive house. Ormond hotels are designed to sort of make you feel like you're at home, which we really, really like that concept. Obviously, because we're digital nomads, we don't have our own home. So having somewhere that actually makes you feel comfortable enough to relax and have that homey feel to it is quite rare, especially at a hotel. So when you first enter the lobby, you'll sort of notice that everything is very open plan. It's sort of like walking into an open plan home with a living room, lots of seating areas. The furnishings are beautiful, lots of antiques, a lot of Malaysian artwork as well. They've featured a lot of Malaysian newspapers, and sort of the heart of this whole building is around the kitchen, which is the restaurant essentially, but it sort of feels like you're in somebody's kitchen, and it's really nice. You can relax on the couches in the lobby, you can hang out in the restaurant area, but it more feels like you're at someone's home. And I feel like I have never stayed at a hotel that did that properly. They've done a really good job, especially with the rugs and the pillows and everything. Just the furnishings throughout the whole lobby, the kitchen and the bar area are very beautiful and makes you feel like you're at a house, not a hotel. We spent quite a bit of time in the restaurant. We had a really, really nice dinner. We had one of their signature dishes. We had the chicken chop. It was very, very good. Really nice gravy on it. We also tried their version of nachos as well, which was something I've never tasted before. It was a little bit different. We really liked it. They do beautiful cocktails in this space, and the bartenders almost feel like they're on a stage a little bit. Anyone's welcome to come to this restaurant. You don't have to be staying at the hotel. It seems to be a regular place for maybe somewhere to have a date night. They do really beautiful lighting at nighttime and really dim the light. They really set the vibe. It's very nice. So this hotel is luxury, but they don't have anything that's unnecessary. So their main focus here is to highlight what's important for you to be comfortable, and the rest is just forget about it. So they've done a really good job at keeping luxury minimalistic, but also making you feel like you have so much here. So after you work your way through the base lobby, the beautiful restaurant and the bar, you'll head to the check-in desk, which is also located obviously in the lobby. The staff here are top-notch, really attentive. We couldn't believe how well we were being treated when we got here. I can't speak any higher about the staff here. So you'll be well looked after the second you step in the door. You will then check into your room. You'll be given your key card and head to the gold elevator doors. Like I said, a lot of the furnishings throughout this building are gold. Head through the gold elevator doors and head up to your floor. We are staying on the 3rd floor, which has an incredible view of the city. We get to overlook the overpasses, and it lights up at night. It's absolutely beautiful. So when you first walk into your room, you will notice again the open plan of your room. So we are staying in the Chow Kit suite. When you first walk in, you'll see a beautiful red lounge underneath your smart TV, which of course we always love the smart TV being available in the room. Throughout the room, you'll also see there's gold furnishings throughout the room as well. Really nice lighting for at nighttime. Really nice to sit and read a book or relax with a cup of tea. It was beautiful. Our favorite feature probably of this room are these swivel velvet chairs. We got lots of use out of them. I'm currently sitting on one right now. We recorded our podcast from these chairs in this room. So like I said, we got so much work done on our workcation. Right behind me, you will find the beautiful bed. We had such good sleep. After all our travels, we were able to catch up on a lot of sleep, and very big, comfy bed with a view of the city. You can't go wrong. Located on either side, you've got two pendant lights, which are really, really nice to have your own light on either side. Just the lighting heading over towards the bathroom. Again, gold taps, gold features, and gold shower head. Even the soaps and the shampoo, everything that they provide for you from the hotel smelled amazing, and they were such a nice touch to have in the bathroom. The shower is probably the nicest shower I've had in a very long time. It's like a huge waterfall that comes over you. I had a really hard time getting out of the shower because it was just very, very nice and relaxing. So even though this room doesn't have a bath, the shower definitely made up for it. Also located in this room, you'll find a mini fridge as well as other storage, and there was actually enough room for us to do our yoga and meditation with our mats fully laid out, because this room is actually big enough for that. So it was really nice to have that extra space. In this room, there was plenty of space for us to do other activities and set up for our work and filming in here as well, which has been so great for us as nomads. The greatest feature that I think this building has is actually the meeting rooms that they have available. There's multiple different rooms available in the lobby area or just above the lobby area. You can actually request to the staff for how you would like it set up. So if you're having a meeting, or maybe you want it to be a little bit more casual, maybe you're filming a podcast like us, you can have them set up that room exactly how you want it and make it feel more at home, or you can have it in a more professional setting with the tables set up. There's also a divider that you can put in between the room, because the room is quite large, so you can split the room in half and make it feel a little bit more cozy. I think it would just be a really nice place to just hang out. Again, the carpets and the pillows, everything just felt like you were hanging out in someone's living room. So it was really nice that they've added that in if you need extra workspace while you're here and doing a workation. They also have a library, which is really beautiful. The artwork in there is stunning. I wanted to just hang out in there because of the artwork. Very beautifully painted, and it fits up to 12 people. So again, if you wanted to have a meeting or just get some work done, it's a great area that's also available to everybody. The dark green and the gold that they've used throughout the whole building is probably my favorite. It does remind me a lot of the hotel that we stayed at in Sapa. I will link that video above if you're interested in seeing that Vietnam luxury hotel tour, but it does remind me a lot of that. And the green and gold, there's something about that that creates that luxury feel. Even in our room, the curtains, they had really beautiful tassels and they were dark green. There are many different types of rooms that you can stay in this hotel, all ranging from different sizes. So the Chow Kit suite that we are currently staying in is the second largest hotel room in the building. Chow Kit suite is the largest one in the building, and there's only 2 of them available. So there's only one other option that's a bit bigger than here, and as you'll see on the screen, there's a beautiful rocking chair available in that room, and the view of the city is absolutely stunning. You can see the train go by and just overlooking the beautiful tower. That room was very beautiful. You also have the little Chow Kit suite, which is a step down from what we're staying in. It's a little bit smaller but still grand. Then you also have the smaller den rooms available as well. We were very lucky during our stay. We were offered a incredible private dinner for 2. So the Chow Kit has actually invented a solution to a problem that we've all had to go through during this pandemic, which is going out to eat can be a little bit frightening if you are someone who is a bit more weary of the virus and want a bit more protection, but you still want to go out and have some experiences. So they came up with this concept during the pandemic. You could come for dinner and they will set up a private room, which is essentially one of their den rooms turned into a dining room. And we were very lucky to get to experience this incredible dinner for just the 2 of us during our stay. The food was top notch. It was delicious, just like it was the night before. We got to try 4 different cocktails. My favorite was the dessert, actually, the cheesecake. Cheesecake is actually my favorite thing. It was a pineapple cheesecake. It was absolutely delicious. But it was just really nice. They had jazz music playing for us and we got to overlook the city. And as the sun went down, we got to watch sort of the sunset and all the lights of the city light up from our private dining experience. And I just thought it was really innovative that they've come up with that solution. You can also do this experience as well if you want something a little bit more private and intimate. It was really romantic. It was really nice that we got to experience that together. Finally, even down to the food, they've created the menu to make you feel like you're at home as well. So even the style of eating in this luxury place felt like we were having a home cooked meal, which was really nice after being on the road and eating takeaway quite often. We felt like we'd sat down at, you know, a Malaysian family's home and had them cook for us, which was really beautiful. And I just have felt recharged and re-energized after staying in such a relaxing and home-like environment. This hotel is an incredibly affordable option for the luxury that you receive. It only goes for about $100 for the room that we are staying in, which we think is super great value. We'll leave the link in the description if you're interested in booking here. Today we're actually heading out on an adventure to see what this city has to offer. So if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We upload entertaining and helpful travel content every other day, so make sure you join us in the next video. Let us know below what you think of this property. We think it's very luxurious but also minimalistic, which really suits us and our digital nomad lifestyle. Let us know if you would stay here. Share this video with somebody who maybe might like it or is coming to Kuala Lumpur. And if you have any recommendations for Kuala Lumpur, fire them down in the comments. We would love to know, and we hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!